Hey Google, set a timer for 7 minutes.
Sure, 7 minutes. Starting now.
One of these days I'm going to fit next door's dog with a silencer. Oh, I think he stopped. That's Bo, the little Shih Tzu, which is not what I always call him. I do love dogs, but I don't like yapping dogs. Right, Saturday the 25th of April, and the inevitable happened. And I'm blaming this, for want of a better expression, on self-sabotage. In my head, I always knew it was going to happen, so I've made it happen. And I've gone over 10 stone. And I'm cross with myself, because it didn't have to happen. And I have no excuses. I can't blame it on pandemics or family happenings or the weather or the state of the planet or anything like that. The only thing I can put it down to is what I've been choosing to eat. And in all honesty, you know when people use the phrase, you are what you eat? Well, I deserve to look like a coffee and walnut cake, topped with custard. And, well, I can laugh about it, and I feel like I want to laugh about it. It's only because I don't want to be angry with myself, because when I get angry with myself, I get hard on myself. And when I get hard on myself, then I self-sabotage even more. I need to just get back to a status quo where I want to do this and I'm eating food I love. Because what I'm doing is I'm looking for a date to restart. So I haven't put a video up since I think about the 6th of February. So ever since then I've been looking for a date to restart. So 14th of February, let's restart. It's Valentine's Day, it's memorable. And then we go on from there, you know, date after date after date. 15th of March, let's restart. It would have been my dad's birthday. Easter, 10th of April, let's restart. It's Good Friday, Last Supper. Oh, that one didn't work. 12th of April, let's restart. It's Easter Sunday, you know? And it's gone on and on and on. And I've got a whole list of dates that I could quote at you, but I know them and that's all that matters. But it's been one thing after another, and I've been saying to Joe, I'm going to start again today because it's such and such and it's memorable. And it just doesn't work because my head and heart are not in tune. And my head doesn't want to start, my heart does. My head's ruling my heart at the moment. So I've been through all these dates. Now tomorrow, 26th of April, would have been my best friend's birthday. And it's again, let's restart, it would have been Brum's birthday. It's not going to happen because my head and my heart are not in tune. And even the insanity of saying to myself, what does it matter, Jane? You've gained, I can't remember how much I've gained, 2.5 pounds, and you are now 10 stone 1.5. For God's sake, you used to be 22 stone. But if I'm not careful, I'll soon be saying, what does it matter, Jane? You're 17 stone 1.5, and you used to be 22 stone. What does it matter, Jane? You're 19 stone 1.5, and you used to be 22 stone. And then one day, if I don't do something about it, I'm going to wake up and go, fuck's sake, you're 22 stone 1.5. What happened? That's how easy it is, and that's how it happens. And this is, it's a lifelong thing. You know, when I was in my 20s and I started to get a weight problem, I thought I could handle it. When I was in my 30s and I had more of a weight problem, I thought I could handle it. And I always could. I always could go down. But then I went back up higher than when I started. And always felt like a failure. And I'm trying so hard at the moment not to feel like a failure. Because I keep telling myself, this is your choice. Nobody's making you do this. This is your choice. And I know that if my best friend was here today, he used to have a phrase that he used with me all the time, and we were friends for 42 years. And the phrase he used was, for God's sake, get a grip. And I can hear him say it now. I can hear his voice. I've even got it on a tape somewhere, on a digital recording somewhere. And I can hear his voice saying to me, Jane, for God's sake, get a grip. And if he was standing in front of me now, I'd say, get lost. It's not your business. I need to do this. Because I know that for 30 or 40 years, I always relied on somebody else. I relied on him to motivate me to lose weight. I relied on my husband to encourage me to lose weight. I've relied on my mum and dad because they used to bully me and I used to think, sod you, I'm going to go the other way. And I've relied on Joe, which is why I don't now. So when I say to Joe, if you're going to Asda, bring me so-and-so, there's no way he's going to say no because it's not his responsibility, it's my choice. So this week, I'm not proud to admit it, but I will admit it because it's the truth. 10 stone 1.5. And still don't feel like I want to stop. Still don't feel like. And it's not because of what's currently happening in the world. It's none of that. I mean, we've all got emotional reactions to that, some positive, some negative, because not all emotions have to be negative. But my reactions to that are pretty much, I think I'm in a fortunate position. One of my best friends got the virus, spent a week in hospital and survived it. That hasn't happened to me. That's the closest it's come to me and mine at the moment. You know, one of my other friends' neighbours died from the virus. That doesn't affect me, that's not close to me, although I'm very, very sorry for the people it's touching. I'm not even fearful because people have said to me, it's an unseen thing. I'm scared of it because I can't see it. Well, I can't bloody see you and I'm not scared of you. I mean, Joe, not, you know, I'm not talking to whoever, if ever anybody watches this. So I have no excuses other than I'm in the mode where I want to eat. Now, final day, breakfast fine, lunch fine. It's the evenings and it's become a habit. And I need to change that habit. I'm not doing it because I'm hungry. I'm not doing it because I have emotional needs. I'm not doing it because I suffer from anxiety, because I don't. I'm doing it because it's become a habit. And one of these days I'm going to make a video, when I'm back properly, I'm going to make a video about my thoughts and feelings today, or this year, as we are now, on bulimia. Because I can see things like that very differently from what I saw it 20 years ago. And I think it's important that we talk about stuff like that. And we talk about compulsive overeating, which is something else I do. And we talk about binge eating, which is something else I do. And I don't do any of those things because they're forced on me. And I don't do any of those things because of my genetics. I do those things because I choose to. And it's taken me until I was 63 years old to realise. Anyway, that's enough for this one. I will be back next week.